So here's the truth: success feels big. It feels powerful. It feels like everything you ever wanted. But the quiet that follows? That's where the real story begins. That's where the mask falls, the noise fades, and the real you shows up. Don't fear those quiet moments. Don't rush to fill them with distractions. Sit with them, listen to them, because silence isn't a punishment. It's an invitation, the invitation to know yourself. To build a foundation that doesn't need applause to feel alive. If this hits something inside you, pause. Think about the last time you achieved something big. Do you remember how it felt when the noise faded? What did the silence reveal? Share your truth in the comments. Someone out there might need to hear your story. And if you want more real, raw conversations like this, hit that like button, subscribe, and keep growing with me. Because success isn't the end of the story. It's the beginning of the real one. And the quiet? That's where your power starts. Have you ever noticed how loud the world gets when you win, and how silent it becomes right after? That silence can feel heavier than the struggle itself. Victory feels big, it fills the room, but when the noise fades, that's when the emptiness walks in. We spend our lives chasing that big moment, the applause, the recognition, the proof that we made it. But here's the truth most people never talk about. The moment after victory can feel colder than the battle that came before it. Why? Because winning doesn't silence your inner voice. It just turns down the outside noise, so you can finally hear it louder than ever. And if you're not ready for that quiet, it can break you more than failure ever did. This matters because almost everyone is chasing the high of achievement. But nobody tells you how to live when the high is gone. And that's the part that truly shapes you. So today, let's talk about what happens after you win. When the crowd goes home. When the celebration ends. When you're finally alone with the silence. First, victory is not the end, it's the beginning of the real test. Most people think the battle ends the moment they cross the finish line. But here's the twist: it's just a different kind of fight. When you're chasing something, you have a direction. You wake up with purpose. But once you get it, there's nothing left to chase. That emptiness isn't weakness, it's the space that asks, what now? Think about athletes after they win the biggest title of their lives. They stand on the podium, smiling, but weeks later, many of them say they feel lost. Because they spent years running toward something, but they never learned how to live after reaching it. Winning gives you what you wanted, but it also quietly takes away the thing that kept you moving. Second, success can make the world louder, but your soul quieter. People celebrate you, they praise you, but that doesn't mean they see you. When you're climbing, people cheer for your effort. When you reach the top, they cheer for your image. But inside, you start asking questions no one can answer for you. Why do I still feel empty? Why doesn't this feel as good as I imagined? It's because external noise can't fill internal silence. The crowd gives you validation, but meaning, that has to come from within. And in that quiet, all the feelings you buried while chasing success start to speak. The fears, the doubts, the loneliness, they don't disappear when you win. They wait. Third, the quiet after victory is a mirror. It shows you who you've become, and who you've ignored. When you're chasing something, it's easy to tie your worth to the goal. If I win, I'll finally be enough. But when you do win, and it still doesn't fill that hole inside, it's crushing. That silence isn't your enemy. It's the truth. It's your mind saying, you need something deeper than a medal or a title. It's the moment when you realize, chasing success is easy. Facing yourself is hard. Fourth, the way you handle the quiet decides whether victory builds you or breaks you. Some people let the silence eat them alive. Others use it to grow. You can either drown in that emptiness, or build something real inside it. Instead of asking, what's next? Ask, who am I without the next win? Instead of running back to the noise, learn to sit in the silence. Because that's where self-respect is born. That's where purpose stops being a finish line, and becomes a way of living. Think about it. If your happiness depends on winning again and again, you'll never be free. But if you learn to find peace in the quiet, nothing can control you anymore. The real strength isn't in the victory itself. It's in what you build when no one's watching. It's in learning to be okay when there's no noise, no crowd, no applause. Victory feels big, but the quiet moments? They reveal everything the noise was hiding. So if you're in that silence right now, don't run from it. Listen to it, because that's where the next version of you is waiting to be born. If this spoke to you, pause for a second. Think about your own victories. The moments you thought would change everything, but didn't. What did that silence teach you? Drop it in the comments. Someone out there might need to hear your story. And if this message hit home, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Because more people need to know, real growth doesn't happen on the podium. It happens in the quiet. Have you ever noticed how loud the world gets when you win, and how painfully silent it becomes right after? Victory feels big, it's bright, it's loud, it makes everything feel worth it. But when the lights go out and the noise fades, something unexpected steps in, the quiet. And that quiet doesn't celebrate you. It confronts you. We spend years chasing the feeling of winning. We picture the applause, the messages, the, you did it. We tell ourselves that once we get there, everything will make sense. That the emptiness will disappear. But the truth is, that emptiness often grows louder after the win. Because when the world finally stops shouting, you start hearing yourself. This matters more than most people realize. Because success doesn't just reveal your strength, it reveals your cracks. And if you're not ready for the silence, it can shake everything you thought you knew about yourself. So let's talk about the part nobody posts on social media. The part that happens after the victory. When the fireworks are gone. When the crowd disappears. When it's just you, and the quiet. Victory feels sweet. It feels powerful. But the quiet that follows? That's where your truth is waiting. That silence is not empty. It's full of answers you've been too busy to hear. It's asking you, who are you when nobody's watching? What's left when the spotlight fades? If you can learn to sit in that quiet, without rushing to fill it, you'll become stronger than any victory can make you. Because now, your worth won't depend on the world. It will depend on you. If this message spoke to something inside you, pause. Think about your last big win. Do you remember that quiet moment after the celebration? What did it reveal? What did it make you feel? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Your story might help someone else find their strength in silence. And if this hit home, make sure to like this video, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more real conversations like this. Because victory isn't the final chapter. The silence after it, that's where the real story begins.